Hey everybody, this is Steve with Pro Tools PC, and today we're going to look at some of the basics with the Asio4all driver. So I referenced in a previous video about the Asio4all driver and how it functions, that you have to do it with Pro Tools closed, or if you make the settings with Pro Tools open, you need to close Pro Tools and reopen. So I just kind of wanted to go through some of that. This is typically used to use the onboard audio of your motherboard. Since Pro Tools 12, they do let you use your motherboard audio without any additional drivers, but performance is less than stellar in my opinion, so that's why I wanted to tackle this. The first thing we need to do is download the driver, so let's open up our internet browser and go to asio4all.com. And here it is, for us, the English version. Save it and go ahead and run it and go through the install process. Let's go ahead and close our browser. And now when we launch Pro Tools, the easiest way to get to the Playback Engine is to hold down N when you launch it. And here's our Playback Engine. So the first thing that comes up typically as default is our Windows Audio device. Let's go down to Asio4all. So the purpose for this video was more of to show how Pro Tools and some third-party drivers interfaces don't communicate well together. You won't be able to have Pro Tools open and change the buffer size. So in many cases you would change the buffer size and then have to close and restart Pro Tools. So let's go ahead and open a session. And let's go ahead and open the Asio4all control panel in your taskbar. Now the first thing to take note of is that down here on the buffer setting, you can see the actual slider bar, and then you can see the actual blue mark down here are independent of each other. What's kind of weird about this is where the blue mark is actually representative of where the current buffer size setting is, and then the slider is just how you would move it around if you wanted to change it. So let's look here. I'll show you. We'll change it in Pro Tools. And then we can see the blue mark here jump up in the Asio4all panel. And any settings I change it to, that's what's going to happen. But the minute I try to change out the Asio4all control panel, the window is going to pop up telling me we need to restart Pro Tools. So let's go ahead and save and overwrite the session. Restart Pro Tools. Open the session. Let's open up the control panel again. And there we can see it is set where it was when we closed Pro Tools. So they are both matching here. So if you do change the buffer size setting from the control panel here, the biggest thing to be aware of is that there is a lot of buffer sizes that are not supported in Pro Tools. They are going to have to basically be doubling buffer sizes starting at 32 if 32 is available. So 32 is supported. 64 is supported, so you double that to 128, and that doubles to 256, which doubles to 512, which doubles to 1024. And then at higher sample rates, there is 2048 available. And those are the only buffer sizes that are supported in Pro Tools. Otherwise, you can have some various errors. Pro Tools won't function properly, things like that. But after you do change this, you will be required to restart Pro Tools again in order for them to take effect. Thanks for watching the video, and if you have any other questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.